It's going to be so epic. It's going to be so epic. I can't even imagine epic. The golden age of ancient Greece. So I did a video, I did several videos, like 4 years ago when I was looking into the Greek mythology gods. And what's important here, well, let me first say this, because we'll get the people that really work for Lucifer, that say they're Christians, they're your end time prophets. Some of them that just don't realize, no, you've all been deceived. That will run in and say, oh, Trump's talking about a golden age. Oh, he's the Antichrist. Yeah, no. He's been trying to tell you you've been living under it, which is what I've been saying. You've been living under it. And what would that beast want to do to deceive you the most is make you think the Antichrist is going to be rising when you were already living under it. Okay? Now, for the foolish people that don't use discernment and think, they'll run off in their end time prophecy, not really realizing where they've been living. But I'm going to show you where you've been living. Because much advancement came with Greece's golden age. Yes, the fallen angels. Yeah, because all of these people, like, let's take Asclepius. Asclepius, which the symbol, this is Asclepius. He is considered the god of medicine and healing. Okay? You see the staff and the serpent, okay? The problem here is that he was never any historical figure. So where did the information come from? Because that's where it all started. It was him. See how it's deceived the whole world? That's why it's that wicked one is this is why Jesus came. This was literally his point. Otherwise, everybody would be just following all the Greek gods because the Romans took on the Greek gods. They liked them too. They really were like just different phases of the Titans. Anyway, but tell me this, or ask yourself this: why would all of our major institutions, education, medicine, government, everything, have symbols that go back to Greek mythology gods? Mythology, meaning they were not historical figures. They weren't real people. I mean, they were real in a way. They were real, but they weren't historical figures. Why would we symbolize medicine after that? But then that's also, and that wicked one is so good that it allows it some advancement in medicine in these areas, because otherwise it would never be able to maintain its control. But it's also why there's never been any cures. Because look at where the roots go to. Okay? It's like that for art. It's like that for medicine. It's like that for... It all goes back to a Greek mythology god. The very thing Jesus came to warn you about. This is the fall of the Titans. I think there are many phases of those Titans. Those fallen angels. Yeah. Came in many different forms, many different gods. Yep. And they've been having a golden age for a while. Well, that's coming to an end. This picture reminds me of this sculpture. You see the Pope there and one of the cardinals? Yeah. Doesn't it looks like that? Bunch of fallen angels that we're told are mythical gods. Well, they're false gods, all right, but they were fallen angels. And you'll know how epic it is once I tell you about their creation story. Yeah, isn't that interesting? But let me first tell you, the Greece Golden Age was during... between 480 to 323 BC. So before 480 to 323 before Christ was Greece's golden age. It was significant advancements in art, philosophy, democracy, and it was influenced by everything that was mythical. So why would it be mythical and then it's carried on so long? Because it's the fallen angels. So let me get to the creation story. That's where these two people come in. This is so epic, I can't believe it. Okay, anyway. So Kronos played a crucial part in the creation of the known universe. First as a rebel against Uranus, then as the tyrant against whom Zeus led his rebellion. So this is Kronos. And this is Uranus. And Kronos is castrating Uranus. Kronos is also known as Saturn. He's also known as the son of Uranus. And Uranus is also known as the sky. And when I say Uranus and Saturn, yes, I'm talking about the planets. But Uranus is known as the sky. Yeah, so pretty much confirms the Bible. Little bit more about Kronos. This is Kronos too, and Kronos, as I said, is also known as Saturn. I mean, he is a host from heaven. God said those are the hosts in heaven. He was considered the god of time, and he ate his children so they would not overthrow him on the throne. Finally, Zeus, which was one of his children, overthrew him. So, the story of Kronos, and just so healthcare workers out there, when next time you punch in at work, where it says Kronos, it's named after him. Everything is symbolized. It's why your fraternities and sororities all are named after the Greek gods, Sigma, Delta, Phi, or the Roman numerals. It's everywhere. Talk about symbolism destroying them. So, the story of Kronos begins with the irrational, hate-driven decision of his father Uranus, as I showed in the last picture, which Uranus is the sky, to not allow his children and the Titans to leave their mother's womb. And their mother's womb was considered the earth. After seizing power, Kronos married his sister Rhea, and for a while everything seemed all but perfect. Finally freed from her burdens, which was his wife, or Gaia was once again blissful and more than generous, producing crops for all human beings all of her own accord. How nice. Untroubled by toils and hard work, the humans lived carefree and healthy lives, which ended peacefully and only when they were very old. Some say that even the gods themselves walked among the humans during the reign of Kronos. It's all of this stuff. Undoubtedly, this was the golden age, the most beautiful of the fabled 5 ages of man. It's epic. It's so epic. It's beyond epic. However, at some point, Kronos violently and dramatically changed his ways. Fearing rebellion, he imprisoned both the Cyclops and the Hecatonauters in Tartarus and set the Dragoness Campi to guard them. Alarmed by a prophecy saying that he would be overthrown by one of his children, he started swallowing them all, one by one. Again, our time system in healthcare is named after that god. Again, we're told these are mythical gods. Then why did all of the world go on to symbolize these mythical gods? They went on to symbolize these mythical gods because that's where you've been living. the fallen angel's reign is about to end.